Do you want to know an hour of curious facts? Welcome to part 14 of this series of fun facts. Let's get started right away. After retiring from football, George Weah became the president of Liberia in 2018. Weah first became involved in politics in 2005 when he ran for senator in Montserrat County. The highlight of his political career came in 2017 when Weah ran for the presidency of Liberia, the year he won the presidential election in a runoff, defeating then Vice President Joseph Boakai. And on January 22, 2018, George Weah officially took office as president of Liberia. It takes 17 muscles to smile and 43 to frown, making smiling easier and less tiring than being angry or sad. Switzerland is home to the world's longest railway tunnel, the Gotthard Base Tunnel, which stretches for 35 miles. The construction of this tunnel was done to facilitate transportation through the Alps. In the Amazon, the world's smallest poison dart frog, the dendrobatoid, is found. Despite its tiny size, the poison of this frog can be deadly to humans. Monaco is known for being a luxury destination, but the Monte Carlo casino is nevertheless famous as Monaco residents are banned from gambling here to avoid conflicts of interest. Yingluck Shinawatra was a historic figure in Thai politics, as she became the first woman to serve as Prime Minister of Thailand. She took office on August 5, 2011, after leading the Pheu Thai Party in the general election that year. The Istana Nurul Iman Palace in Brunei is the largest residential palace in the world. It is the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei and features 1,788 rooms, among other luxurious facilities. Before assuming the presidency of the United States in 1981, Ronald Reagan had a prominent acting career in Hollywood, which spanned more than 2 decades. He appeared in over 50 films with notable ones, including Knute Rockne, All-American, where he played football player George Gipp, a role that earned him recognition and the nickname The Gipper. Annapurna, located in the Himalayas in Nepal, holds the title of the world's deadliest mountain for mountaineers. With a mortality rate of 34%, this summit represents one of the greatest challenges in mountaineering due to its extreme conditions and its particularly difficult side, the south face. It is the 10th highest mountain in the world, with an altitude of 26,500 feet above sea level. In 1960, Abebe Bikila, an Ethiopian runner, became a legendary feat in 16 seconds, setting a new Olympic record. The Baalbek Amphitheater, located in the ancient city of Baalbek in Lebanon, is one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. The layout of the amphitheater follows the classical pattern of Roman theaters, with a central arena surrounded by multi-level stands. The Terrafugia Transition is an innovative vehicle that represents a significant advance in personal mobility, combining the functions of a car with those of a light aircraft. Designed to transform the way we travel, the Transition has the ability to convert from a car into an airplane in a matter of minutes. It is equipped with seating for 2 and can unfold the Transition's wings in less than a minute. Located in the state of Sarawak on the island of Borneo in Malaysia, Kuching is known as the City of Cats. The name Kuching literally translates to cat in Malay. This city has numerous cat statues scattered around the city. The most famous is a bronze cat statue that stands in the center of the city. It is also home to the Cat Museum, the first of its kind in the world. Elvis Presley had a collection of extravagant cars, including a 1956 Cadillac Eldorado, which was one of his favorite vehicles. The 1956 Cadillac Eldorado was known for its sleek body design and innovative features, such as panoramic windshields and chrome accents. The Elvis version, painted in a striking pink color, stood out even more thanks to its glossy finish and custom details. The Wadi Rum Desert in Jordan is famous for its dramatic landscapes of rock formations and sand dunes. It has been the setting for numerous films, including Sea, directed by David Lean. The film was based on the life of British Lieutenant T.E. Lawrence, who used the desert as a stand-in for Arabian landscapes during World War I. In addition, in 2015, Wadi Rum once again captured the world's attention when it was featured in the science fiction film The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott. The pangolin is a mammal that covers itself entirely with keratinous scales. When it feels threatened, it rolls up into a ball, protecting itself with its sharp scales. It is also the only mammal that feeds almost exclusively on ants and termites. In Sweden, the Ice Hotel, located in the picturesque village of Jukkajärvi, offers a unique experience by being completely built of ice. Each winter, the hotel is meticulously rebuilt, with blocks of ice taken from the Torne River, allowing for its annual transformation. The suites at the Ice Hotel are artfully decorated with intricate sculptures of ice, creating a spectacular and ephemeral environment. The BMW Gina Light Visionary Mode is an innovative concept in automotive design that was introduced by BMW in 2008. One of its features is its body, which is made of a special textile material stretched over a flexible structure. This material allows the shape of the car to change according to functional and aesthetic needs. Chinchillas possess the densest fur of any land mammal, an impressive feature that sets them apart in the animal kingdom. Their fur is made up of to 80,000 hairs per square centimeter, which not only gives them a luxurious, fluffy appearance, but also plays a crucial role in their adaptation to the cold conditions of their native habitat in the mountainous regions of the Andes in South America. Although Tesla was founded in 2003, Elon Musk, who became its lead investor and CEO in 2008, is not one of the original founders. The original founders, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, named the company after inventor Nikola Tesla. The water rat, or capybara, is the world's largest rodent. It is famous for living in social groups and for having an exceptional ability to swim, with feet that are partially webbed to aid in swimming. The most expensive vodka in the world is Diva Vodka, known for its exorbitant price and exclusivity. Each bottle is decorated with a mix of crystals and precious gems, which contributes to its high cost. The fiddler crab is a fascinating species with one of the most distinctive features in the animal kingdom. One claw significantly larger than the other. This disproportionate claw, reminiscent of a violin, is not only a distinctive feature of the species, but serves multiple crucial functions in the crab's life. During courtship displays, the fiddler crab uses its large claw in a series of showy movements to attract females. In some places in Asia, such as Thailand, polo is played with elephants instead of horses, a unique and culturally significant variation on the traditional sport of polo. These majestic animals, which are deeply respected in many Asian cultures, are trained specifically to participate in the sport. Elephants are equipped with a kind of saddle adapted for polo and are guided by riders who direct the game from their backs. The logo of Shell, the famous oil company, is a stylized shell, which refers to the company's early business, which began in 1891 as a small shop in London, specializing in the sale of seashells and other collectibles. Dubrovnik, a coastal city located in Croatia, has gained international notoriety as the main location for King's Landing in the television series Game of Thrones. This ancient walled city, with its cobbled alleys and majestic buildings, provides the perfect backdrop for scenes from the fictional capital of the Seven Kingdoms in the fantasy series. The ring-tailed lemur is an iconic species of Madagascar, known for its distinctive ringed tail that features alternating rings of black and white. In Madagascar's dense forest canopy, where visibility can be limited, the lemur's ringed tail becomes a vital tool for visual communication. Lemurs use their ring-shaped tail to transmit signals to other members of their group by raising and waving it. Mumbai Railway Station is one of the most iconic and busiest railway stations in the world. It is one of the busiest stations in the world, handling over 3,000 trains a day. This activity translates into a constant flow of passengers, varying between 700,000 and 1 million people daily. Evo Morales became Bolivia's first indigenous president in January 2006, marking a historic milestone in the country's politics. He comes from an Aymara indigenous community, and his presidency symbolized the vindication of the rights and identity of the native peoples. In Madrid, Puerta del Sol Square is home to one of Spain's most symbolic landmarks, the Kilometer Zero. This landmark marks the beginning of all radial roads in the country and becomes a fundamental reference point for the Spanish road network. The bronze plaque marking it is embedded in the pavement and has become a meeting place and point of interest for residents and tourists alike. Before entering the realm of politics, Imran Khan achieved international fame as a prominent cricket player. Born in 1952 in Lahore, Pakistan, his reputation grew in the 1970s and 1980s, becoming one of the most respected players in international cricket, winning the 1992 Cricket World Cup. After retiring in 2018, Imran Khan was elected Prime Minister of Pakistan and served until 2022. Andres Iniesta owns his own winery called Bodega Iniesta, which is located in his hometown of Fuentealbilla, Spain. It was founded in 2010, and one of the most notable wines is the Iniesta Crianza, a red wine that has received praise both nationally and internationally. The Wave Rock is an impressive rock formation located in Haydn, in the Wheatbelt region of Western Australia. This spectacular natural structure resembles a giant petrified wave about to break and is one of Australia's most iconic geological monuments. After retiring from professional football in 2019, Peter Cech, the renowned Czech goalkeeper, known for his impressive career with Chelsea, joined the Guildford Phoenix, an ice hockey team based in Guildford, England, that plays in the National Ice Hockey League, the second tier of ice hockey in the United Kingdom. We blink approximately 15 or 20 times per minute, which adds up to more than 10,000 times a day. Although each blink lasts only a tenth of a second, we spend around 10% of our waking hours with our eyes closed. In the vibrant city of Tianjin, China, there is a fascinating set of miniature replicas of some of the major European cities, including Venice and Paris. Located in the Venetian water town, it is a specific section that recreates the romantic atmosphere of the Venetian canals with their gondolas and bridges. Additionally, in the Tianjin European-style area, visitors can find structures that mimic the iconic Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower. In addition to being a talented footballer, Clint Dempsey has a parallel career as a rapper under the name Deuce. In 2006, while still playing professionally, he released an album titled The Deuce. This album includes tracks that mix his personal experiences, his feelings about life, and his unique perspective on rap culture. On average, it takes a person about 7 minutes to fall asleep. This can vary depending on factors such as stress, comfort, and sleeping habits. The Faisal Mosque in Islamabad, Pakistan, is one of the largest mosques in the world and has a modern design that resembles a Bedouin tent, rather than the traditional design of a mosque. Graceland, Elvis Presley's iconic mansion located in Memphis, Tennessee, is one of the most iconic tourist destinations in the United States and a cultural landmark that attracts visitors from around the world. Purchased by Elvis Presley in 1957 for $102,500, Graceland became the Presley family home during the 1950s and 1960s. Gibraltar, the famous rock at the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula, is not only known for its strategic location and military history, but also for its unique population of Barbary macaques. These primates, often referred to as the Gibraltar monkeys, are the only wild primates in Europe and are only found here. The Palvi Liberty is a vehicle that combines the functionalities of a car and a helicopter. It can transform from a car into a vertical takeoff aircraft in a matter of minutes. Designed and manufactured by the Dutch company PALV, this vehicle allows for a conversion made possible by an ingenious mechanism that deploys the propellers and folds the wings, allowing the vehicle to change modes with ease. The naked mole rat is one of the few species of mammals that lives in underground colonies, similar to termites, and within the colony, there are different castes: the queen, the reproductive males, and the workers. It is also known for its amazing resistance to cancer. Finally, while most rats have a life expectancy of just 2 to 4 years, the naked mole rat can live up to 30 years in captivity. Wat Rong Kun Temple, also known as the White Temple, is a Buddhist temple in Thailand that is covered in white mosaics and mirrors. It is famous for its contemporary design and unique symbology. The temple was designed and built by Chalermchai Kositpipat, a Thai artist and architect, known for his innovative approach to Buddhist architecture. Garden snails have over 14,000 teeth, arranged in a structure called a radula, which they use to scrape food. Abraham Lincoln was remarkably tall, standing at around 6.33 feet tall. HP was named after the initials of its founders, the H for Hewlett and the P for Dave Packard. These began in their garage in Palo Alto, California, which is considered one of the most iconic Silicon Valley garages. In Nepal, Everest is not only the highest mountain in the world, but is also home to the Tengboche Monastery, a remarkably ancient religious structure, which is a vital hub for the Sherpa community and trekkers who trek through the region. Paul McCartney's marriage to Heather Mills, who was an activist and model, ended in a divorce that cost McCartney an estimated $31 million, one of the most expensive divorces in celebrity history. At the Paper Balloon Festival in Myanmar, participants create huge paper balloons decorated with lights and elaborate designs. These balloons are released into the air during the celebration to symbolize the release of bad energies. Intel was founded as Integrated Electronics in 1968 by Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore. The name Intel is an abbreviation of Integrated Electronics. Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy, had several famous girlfriends as part of his life at the Playboy Mansion. Holly Madison, one of the most well-known bunnies, was with Hefner from 2001 to 2008. Their relationship was widely documented on the reality show The Girls Next Door. At the Karni Mata Temple in Deshnok, India, mice are revered and considered sacred. The souls of royal family members are believed to be reincarnated in these mice, and they are fed and cared for by visitors. On May 19, 1962, Marilyn Monroe gave an unforgettable rendition of Happy Birthday at Madison Square Garden during President John F. Kennedy's 45th birthday celebration. This event, which took place at a fundraising dinner for the Democratic Party, became one of the most iconic pop culture moments of the 20th century. Dressed in a stunning, form-fitting white silk gown embellished with crystals, she sang the famous song in a sensual and seductive style that captivated the audience. The city of Ordos, located in the Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region of China, is known for its ambitious urban development project that has resulted in a number of new, modern homes that largely remain empty. This phenomenon has been described as one of the largest ghost towns in the world. In Scotland, the Burns Night Festival celebrates poet Robert Burns and haggis, a traditional Scottish dish made from lamb offal. During the celebration, poems are recited, whiskey is toasted, and haggis is enjoyed in a holiday that highlights Scottish culture. In the Brittany region of France, specifically in the small town of Carnac, lies one of the most impressive and enigmatic megalithic sites in the world, the House of the Giant Stones. This site is famous for its more than 3,000 megalithic stones, known as menhirs, which are aligned in patterns dating back to the Neolithic period, approximately 7,000 years ago. A large part of the dust in our homes is made up of dead skin cells. Every day, the average person loses about 0.05 ounces of skin. Higuita, famous Colombian goalkeeper, invented the scorpion kick, a maneuver in which he clears the ball with his feet while lunging forward. This move became famous in a friendly match against England in 1995. Slovenia is famous for the Postojna Caves, an underground cave system that stretches for more than 15 miles. The caves include an underground railway that transports visitors through its impressive stalactite and stalagmite formations. Player George Best once said, "I spent a lot of money on women, alcohol, and fast cars. The rest I wasted." This quote reflects his extravagant lifestyle off the field. George Best finally passed away on November 25, 2005, at the age of 59, after years of health problems related to his alcohol addiction. Mongolia celebrates the Naadam Festival every year, which is one of the most important celebrations in the country. It includes competitions in 3 traditional sports: wrestling, archery, and horse racing. Mongolian wrestling is one of the oldest and most prominent competitions at the festival. Wrestlers who compete in different weight categories wear traditional costumes called zodog and shorts called shudag. The goal is to make the opponent touch the ground or the floor with some part of the body, except the feet. The death moth is famous for the distinctive patterns on its wings, which resemble a skull, a design that has inspired numerous legends and myths. Its Latin name, Acherontia, is inspired by the Acheron, one of the rivers of the underworld in Greek mythology, which adds a mystical air to its impressive appearance. The Gegerd Monastery in Armenia is partly carved out of rock and is a stunning example of medieval Christian architecture. The site has been inhabited since the 4th century and is an important pilgrimage site. Most of the current buildings were built during the reign of the Zakharian dynasty, who played a crucial role in the expansion of the monastery. Birds of paradise are renowned for their dazzling and elaborate courtship displays. Male birds of paradise perform some of the most spectacular dances in the animal kingdom, using coordinated and complex movements to attract females. During these displays, males display a variety of bright and colorful feathers that can include combinations of iridescent hues, striking patterns, and unique structures. Lake Toba in Indonesia is the world's largest volcanic lake, situated in the crater of a supervolcano, which is a type of volcano with a magma chamber much larger than typical volcanoes. It is so large that it has an island at its center called Samosir, which also has its own lake. Meryl Streep and Don Gummer, a sculptor, maintain one of the most stable and private relationships in the entertainment world. They married in 1978 and have 4 children together, rarely appearing at public events together. In the city of Nara, Japan, there is a park where deer are free to roam and are considered messengers of the gods in the Shinto religion. Deer are used to receiving food from tourists and are a popular attraction. Saddam Hussein, former president of Iraq, had a deep phobia of flying. This phobia was so intense that he avoided flying in airplanes whenever possible and used vehicles to travel whenever necessary. Andorra is one of the few nations to have 2 simultaneous heads of state, the President of France and the Bishop of Urgell in Spain, who is responsible for the Diocese of Urgell in Catalonia and has played an important role in the history of Andorra. The relationship between Andorra and the Catholic Church is a key component in the co-principality system. In Indiana Jones, in the famous marketplace chase scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark, actor Harrison Ford was really tired and did not feel like fighting with the swordsman. Ultimately, it was decided that Ford would shoot the swordsman instead of doing a long combat scene. The Cemetery of Crosses, located in the Šiauliai region of Lithuania, is one of the most impressive and emotional sites in the country. This cemetery is famous for its vast collection of crosses and religious figures that have made the place an important symbol of Lithuanian faith and spiritual resilience. The site houses an impressive collection of crosses, from the smallest to large monuments. The 1952 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL is one of the most iconic and admired vehicles in motoring history, particularly notable for its innovative gull-wing door design which opens upwards rather than sideways. Dublin is the hometown of many famous writers, including James Joyce, Oscar Wilde, and Samuel Beckett. Nicolas Cage, known for his roles in films such as Leaving Las Vegas, married Alice Kim, a former waitress, in 2004. Kim is significantly younger than Cage, and the couple have one child together. They separated in 2016. Johannesburg, the largest city in South Africa, became an urban center in the late 19th century when gold was discovered in the Witwatersrand region, which became the largest gold mine in the world. This mine, known locally as the Rand, was the nucleus around which Johannesburg was built, attracting numerous prospectors and miners. This gold mine remains one of the most productive in the world, and its influence on the local economy is considerable. The espresso martini is a distinctive cocktail that combines vodka with espresso coffee. Its original recipe includes vodka, freshly brewed espresso, coffee liqueurs such as Kahlua, and sometimes a touch of sugar. The cocktail is shaken with ice and served in a martini glass with a layer of foamy cream on top. Strawberries, which are commonly thought of as a fruit, are actually not true fruits botanically. The true fruits are the tiny grains on their surface. In Brunei, the sultan can have up to 4 wives. Brunei law allows the sultan to have up to 4 wives at a time, in compliance with Islamic law, which is an integral part of the law in the country. Fingernails grow about 0.37 inches per month, while toenails grow more slowly, about 0.06 inches per month. Schrödinger's cat is a paradox proposed by physicist Erwin Schrödinger to illustrate quantum superposition, that a cat locked in a box can be simultaneously alive and dead until the box is observed. Paisley Park, located in Chanhassen, Minnesota, was much more than Prince's residence. It was also his personal recording studio and the epicenter of his musical creativity. Following Prince's death in April 2016, Paisley Park was maintained as a shrine to his musical legacy. Asamoah Gyan, the former Ghanaian striker, is also a successful businessman. One of Gyan's most ambitious projects is BabyJet Airlines, an airline that bears the nickname by which he is affectionately known in the football world. Announced in 2017, BabyJet Airlines aims to improve air connectivity in Ghana and West Africa, offering both domestic and international services. The Sololi Desert in Bolivia is famous for its rock formations that look like natural sculptures. These formations have been shaped by the constant action of the wind, which has eroded the rocks in such a way that they take on whimsical and unique shapes. The most emblematic rock in the desert is the Stone Tree, a formation that rises 7.6 yards high and has a shape reminiscent of a petrified tree with a thin trunk and a wide crown. Fabien Barthez, the legendary French goalkeeper known for his outstanding career in football, surprised many by venturing into the world of motor racing after retiring from the sport. One of the most prestigious competitions Barthez has participated in is the 24 Hours of Le Mans, an endurance race held annually in Le Mans, France. Some tequilas, especially the lower-end ones, contain a worm in the bottle. The muscles that control the eyes are the most active in the human body. They perform around 100,000 movements a day. For the last 2 decades of his life, Albert Einstein resided in a house located at 112 Mercer Street in Princeton, New Jersey. This stage of his life was between 1933 and 1955, during which time the celebrated theoretical physicist served at the Institute for Advanced Study, a world-renowned academic institution. Einstein moved to Princeton in 1933, fleeing the Nazi regime in Germany. The house at 112 Mercer Street became their home during these crucial years. The Chanel logo features 2 interlocking C's, which are the initials of founder Coco Chanel. The design is elegant and simple, reflecting the style of the brand. The Potala Palace in Lhasa, Tibet, is one of the most impressive structures that has been the winter residence of the Dalai Lama since the 17th century, the head of Tibetan Buddhism at the time. The palace is divided into two main parts: the White Palace, which served as the official and administrative residence, and the Red Palace, which is the religious core, containing numerous temples, chapels, and the tombs of the Dalai Lamas. During Rutherford B. Hayes's term as the 19th President of the United States, he and his wife, Lucy Hayes, made a remarkable decision for the time, banning alcohol from the White House. Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, is home to Nyhavn, a harbor that is not only one of the most picturesque spots in the city, but also the oldest continuously operating harbor in the world. It is known for its vibrant and colorful period houses, which line the canal and create an iconic image of Copenhagen. Number 20, Nyhavn was home to part of the life of the famous Danish author Hans Christian Andersen, creator of The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling. The famous Louis Vuitton monogram, which features the initials LV within a floral pattern, was designed by Georges Vuitton, the founder's son, in 1896. Located in the picturesque Ardèche Valley in the south of France, the Grotto of Saint-Marcel d'Ardèche is an underground wonder that fascinates visitors with its stunning crystal formations and vast network of galleries and chambers. Among these, the most impressive are those that resemble enormous stone roses, also known as plaster roses. These crystalline formations, composed of gypsum and calcite, develop into circular, stony shapes, creating an appearance similar to that of a rose in full bloom. The Hermes Birkin bag, launched in 1984, is a luxury icon named after British actress and singer Jane Birkin. The story of the bag began when Jane Birkin, during a flight, shared with Jean-Louis Dumas, the then president of Hermes, her frustration with the lack of a bag that was both stylish and practical for her lifestyle. Dumas, impressed by Birkin's suggestion, was inspired to design a bag that would meet these needs. The result was the iconic Birkin, which quickly became a symbol of status and luxury. In the far north of Norway, especially in places like Tromsø, one of the most impressive and unique natural phenomena occurs: the midnight sun. This phenomenon, which occurs during the summer, allows residents and visitors to experience an extended period of continuous sunlight for several weeks, when the sun never completely sets below the horizon. That is, the sun remains visible for 24 hours. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson met on the set of the film Volunteers in 1985. They married in 1986 and have had one of the longest-lasting and most admired relationships in Hollywood, often working together on projects and sharing their lives in public. The lungfish has the ability to breathe air in addition to oxygen dissolved in water. This adaptation allows it to survive in environments with low oxygen concentrations and in times of drought. George Weah is the only African footballer to have won the Ballon d'Or, which he achieved in 1995. The thresher fish has a distinctive V-shaped tail that it uses to perform acrobatic leaps in the water. This adaptation helps it escape predators and navigate its environment. In addition to its usefulness in escaping predators, the V-shaped tail also helps the thresher fish navigate its marine environment. The Quirimbas Islands, located in northern Mozambique, are a stunning archipelago made up of more than 30 tropical islands that stand out for their pristine beaches and vibrant coral reefs. The islands are home to local communities that practice ecotourism, promoting respectful interaction with nature and contributing to the conservation of the environment. For a drink to be officially considered tequila, it must meet certain specific requirements established by Mexican law. First of all, tequila must be produced in Mexico. Furthermore, tequila must be made from blue agave, a plant crucial to tequila production, and its exclusive use in the making of the drink guarantees the quality and authenticity of the product. Blue agave must be grown in specific regions of the country, primarily in the state of Jalisco, but also in some areas of neighboring states. The white rhino is one of two species of rhinoceros existing in Africa and is distinguished by its wide, square lip, which is a specialized evolutionary adaptation for its herbivorous diet. This unique lip is designed to scrape and consume large amounts of grass, which makes up the majority of its diet. Its wide, robust shape allows it to efficiently forage in the savannas and grasslands where it inhabits. Most people have 3 to 5 dreams per night, although many do not remember them. We spend approximately 6 years of our lives dreaming. San Marino is one of the oldest countries in the world and has a very unusual political system. It is a parliamentary republic with 2 captains regents who act as heads of state, elected every 6 months. At present, they are Alessandro Rossi and Milena Gasparoni. The Thunderbolt is a racing car from the 1930s that used aircraft engines to reach high speeds. The Thunderbolt was an innovative British vehicle created with the aim of breaking land speed records and was designed by engineer George Easton. The Shwedagon Pagoda in Yangon, Myanmar, is one of the oldest and most revered religious sites in Asia. It is covered with over 4,500 diamonds and 2,000 rubies, and is believed to contain relics of 4 previous Buddhas. The pagoda is shaped like a golden stupa, which is coated with pure gold, giving it its characteristic golden glow. Southern elephant seals are known for their colossal size, making them the largest of the family. Adult males can reach an impressive weight of up to 8,818 pounds, while females, although significantly smaller, are also large compared to other pinnipeds, with a weight that can reach 1,984 pounds. The reason why clock hands rotate clockwise is because the first mechanical clocks were designed to mimic the movement of the sun in the northern hemisphere. Kayatur Falls is notable for its impressive volume of water, making it one of the largest waterfalls in the world in terms of flow. The waterfall has a height of approximately 741 feet, placing it among the highest waterfalls on the planet. The fall of water is so powerful that it creates a mist visible from a great distance, and the roar of the waterfall can be heard from miles away. The goblin shark is a species that stands out for its extremely adaptable protractile jaw. This jaw can extend forward in an impressive way, allowing it to capture prey that is a considerable distance away. The jaw is equipped with a series of long, sharp teeth that, together with its ability to project its mouth forward, allow it to attract and catch its prey efficiently. Did you know that Margot Robbie, when she met Prince Harris, at first thought he was Ed Sheeran? Justin Bieber has an amazing talent for solving the famous Rubik's Cubes. His skill was demonstrated on the popular Spanish TV show El Hormiguero, where he left both the audience and the presenter Pablo Motos speechless. During his appearance on the show, Justin solved one of his favorite Rubik's Cubes in just 1 minute and 23 seconds, a feat that highlights his dexterity and quick thinking. The outstanding Formula One driver, Lewis Hamilton, walked the green carpet wearing an elegant Burberry suit, which was inspired by John Stumelin, one of the first documented dark-skinned gardeners in Great Britain. In addition, the athlete commented that a fragment of a poem by the renowned poet Alex Wharton was embroidered on the lining of his coat. Here he met Shakira, with whom he is suspected to have a love affair. The dress that Gigi Hadid wore at the Met Gala was made with 2.8 million microspheres in the dress. It was designed by Tom Brown, and this exceptional creation involved the collaboration of over 70 people who dedicated a total of 13,500 hours of work to complete. In 2001, Khloe Kardashian suffered a severe traumatic brain injury due to a car accident in which she was thrown through the windshield. This tragic incident had lasting consequences for Khloe, as she still experiences long-term memory loss as an after effect of the accident. During his teenage years, Steve Buscemi worked as a firefighter for the New York Fire Department. However, his Hollywood career eventually led him away from this profession, with well-known films such as Grown Ups. Despite this, Buscemi never forgot his experience and commitment to service. Following the devastating attacks of September 11, 2001, Buscemi felt a duty to return to his roots as a firefighter. At the MTV VMA Awards in 2009, Beyoncé was deeply moved by the incident involving Kanye West, who interrupted Taylor Swift during her acceptance speech for Best Female Video. Kanye stormed the stage and took Taylor's microphone, declaring that Beyoncé's video was one of the best of all time, which left Taylor visibly bewildered and embarrassed. Beyoncé was initially considered for the role of Tiana in Disney's animated film, The Princess and the Frog. However, despite being the favorite for this role, she failed to get it due to her refusal to participate in an audition. The role was eventually given to Annika Noni Rose, who impressed the directors with her talent and dedication during auditions. Taylor Swift became the first and only artist to win both the Best Pop Album and Best Country Album awards. Swift began her career in country music and quickly rose to prominence with her album Fearless, which won the Grammy for Best Country Album in 2010. Over time, Taylor Swift evolved her musical style towards pop. This transition was notably highlighted with her album 1989, which won the Grammy for Best Pop Album in 2016. Noted theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, known for his contributions to cosmology and physics, made several memorable appearances on the popular television series The Big Bang Theory. His first appearance was in the episode titled The Hawking Excitation, which aired during the 5th season in 2012. Renowned rapper Snoop Dogg has been involved in collaborations with the GTA franchise, both in GTA, as his songs are included in Radio Los Santos playlists, and in GTA San Andreas with characters partially inspired by him, such as Mad Dog. One of the most intriguing and discreet cameos within the Pirates of the Caribbean film saga is that of Keith Richards, guitarist of the Rolling Stones, playing none other than Jack Sparrow's father in the story. Keith Richards' cameo is a fun homage to his own profession as a musician. In one memorable scene, we can see the pirate played by Richards playing a guitar aboard a ship, adding a unique touch to his character. Ed O'Neill, known for his role in the hit series Married with Children, has a little-known talent off-screen. He is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Over the years, O'Neill has dedicated time and effort to honing his skills in this martial art, reaching a remarkable level of mastery. During the production of The Mickey Mouse Club, Justin Timberlake's mother played a crucial role as the legal representative of another cast member, Ryan Gosling, thus contributing to the success of both young performers on The Mickey Mouse Club, where both Justin Timberlake and Ryan Gosling began to forge their own paths to stardom. Actor Nicolas Cage is the nephew of film director Francis Ford Coppola, known for his masterpieces such as The Godfather, not only providing inspiration and guidance to young Cage, but also giving him early career opportunities in the film industry. A renowned Hollywood actress, Julia Roberts, has proven to be a fervent fan of the rock band Dave Matthews Band. Her devotion to the group's music led her to accept a prominent role in the music video for the song Dream Girl, thus marking her return to the screen after giving birth to her twins. Filmmaker Sofia Coppola took her first steps into the film industry in a unique way. As the baby who is baptized in one of the scenes, the late 1980s starred in the iconic film The Godfather, making her big screen debut under the direction of her own father, legendary director Francis Ford Coppola. Sofia would later become a prominent filmmaker in her own career, directing acclaimed films such as Lost in Translation, The Virgin Suicides, and Marie Antoinette. Richard Branson, the renowned entrepreneur and business magnate who owns the Virgin Group that owns over 400 companies, owns 2 paradisaical islands. The first of these is Necker Island, located in the Caribbean in the British Virgin Islands. On the other hand, he also owns Makepeace Island, located off the luxurious coast of Australia, another jewel in his collection of private properties. Musician Jay-Z was the owner of the Brooklyn Nets. In addition to his role as owner, Jay-Z also played an active role in promoting the construction of the Barclays Center, the Nets' home arena in Brooklyn, all until 2014, when he sold the shares. Acclaimed actor George Clooney has proven to be a devoted fan of the irreverent animated series South Park and expressed his desire to make an appearance on the series. Antonio Banderas, an internationally renowned actor, developed a deep admiration for his wife, the talented actress Melanie Griffith, during the film Too Much. The spark of romance between the two began to shine during the filming, where they shared the screen for the first time. And shortly after the film, they were married. With a fortune of $1 billion, rapper Jay-Z became the world's first hip-hop billionaire. In addition to his vast fortune from his music, he is also the creator of the Rocawear clothing line. In addition, he is the former CEO of the record company Def Jam Recordings and is the founder of Roc Nation, an American multidisciplinary entertainment company. The famous singer and composer Prince was a self-confessed fan of the series New Girl, so he decided to take the plunge and propose to Zooey Deschanel, star of the Fox comedy, if he could make a cameo in an episode, to which she happily agreed. Prince played a fictional version of himself in the episode titled Party Time, where he visits the loft inhabited by the main characters. During his youth, the famous singer Ricky Martin also explored the world of literature, being a writer of children's books. In 2013, after welcoming fatherhood, he launched Santiago the Dreamer in Land Among the Stars. Sarah Dukas, the visionary founder of the Storm Agency and discoverer of talents such as Kate Moss, was responsible for catapulting Cara Delevingne's career into the world of fashion. In addition to her success as a model, Delevingne has dabbled in acting with well-known films such as Suicide Squad, where she may have picked up some tips and tricks from her godmother, the legendary Joan Collins. Before embarking on his successful solo journey, Justin Timberlake was part of the iconic pop group NSYNC. In June 2019, Justin Bieber publicly challenged Tom Cruise to an octagon fight, tweeting, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to an octagon fight. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared and you'll never live it down." A Russian tycoon known as Arkady, 30, shelled out an astronomical sum of $1 million to secure a featured role in Lady Gaga's music video, titled Alejandro, playing a policeman dressed in a hat and black leather coat. Paris Hilton has shown her extravagant love for her pets by building a luxury mansion for her dogs. This stunning dog kennel features every amenity imaginable, from four-poster beds to custom HVAC systems. It is believed to have cost $325,000 and is located in Los Angeles. Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall's real-life relationship was notoriously strained and distant, far from harmonious. Over the years, multiple reports and rumors surfaced, suggesting that the two actresses simply did not get along at all. Although they both shared the screen on the hit series Sex and the City, their personal differences seemed to overshadow any professional bond they may have had. Vin Diesel has played a crucial role in the life of the daughter of his late friend and co-star, Paul Walker. Since Walker's tragic death in 2013, Diesel has taken on a supportive and guiding role for Meadow Walker, Paul's daughter. And what's more, at Meadow's wedding, Vin walked her down the aisle, making for a very emotional moment in the ceremony. Have you seen this video of Dwayne Johnson dancing a traditional Samoan dance with his mom on her birthday? Harry Styles and Justin Bieber share a rare skill, the art of juggling. Harry has been captured on several occasions, juggling both on and off stage. And so has Justin, who often shares videos on social media showing off his skills with balls and other objects. Julio Iglesias made a cameo in an episode of The Golden Girls, playing himself. During the episode, the girls travel to Paris and have the opportunity to meet Julio Iglesias in person. The meeting results in comedic and exciting moments as the girls interact with the famous singer and get into funny situations while trying to impress him. Tom Cruise managed to secure his first film role without having received any formal acting training. This significant milestone in his career came when he landed the role in the film Endless Romance. Cruise, who was relatively new to the film industry at the time, wowed viewers with his acting and natural charisma on screen. In 2008, Will Smith and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, founded the New Village Leadership Academy, a school that generated some controversy due to accusations that it was trying to indoctrinate students. The institution aimed to offer an alternative educational approach focused on leadership and personal development. Over time, it mysteriously closed its doors. It has been suggested that the film After Earth, starring Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith, might have been seen as a way to promote certain ideas associated with the school and its educational approach. Director Alfred Hitchcock particularly enjoyed playing cruel pranks on his actors and actresses on the set. One notorious example of these pranks was during the filming of The Birds, where Hitchcock replaced the animated birds with real birds, creating an atmosphere of tension and real danger on the set. In addition, he put actress Tippi Hedren in a particularly creepy situation by the birds. Famed director Quentin Tarantino made an appearance in an episode of The Golden Girls, playing a character named Elvis, an aspiring actor who works as a waiter at an Elvis Presley-themed restaurant. During the episode, Tarantino has a brief but memorable exchange with the series' main characters, in which he impersonates Elvis Presley and displays his signature style of rapid-fire dialogue filled with pop references. Jennifer Lopez made history in 2001 by becoming the first actress to simultaneously achieve #1 on both the film and music charts in the same week. In that notable week, the film The Wedding Planner, starring Jennifer Lopez, reached #1 at the US box office, while her second studio album, J-Lo, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 music charts. Kim Kardashian was in a relationship with rapper and music producer Kanye West. The relationship between Kardashian and West was highly publicized and attracted media attention due to the fame and notoriety of both. The relationship between Gwyneth Paltrow's parents, Blythe Danner and Bruce Paltrow, and renowned filmmaker Steven Spielberg is so close that the latter was honored with the title of godfather to the actress from birth. Did you know that One Direction singer Liam Payne bought the famous flying car from the Weasley family from Harry Potter? Harry Styles almost missed the opportunity of a lifetime when he almost failed to attend the audition for the show The X Factor. At the time, he was hospitalized due to a serious health problem, coughing up blood. Despite facing this obstacle, he did not let the opportunity pass him by, leaving an indelible impression on the judges and securing a spot in the competition. This moment marked the beginning of Styles' career as a singer and led him to become one of the most recognized names in the music industry. Actress Gemma Arterton was born with 6 fingers on each hand, but had surgery when she was a child. Justin Timberlake is the voice of the famous McDonald's "I'm Lovin' It" campaign in the United States. Martin Luther King Jr. was a passionate fan of the television series Star Trek. In fact, his admiration for the series was so deep that he played a crucial role in persuading actress Nichelle Nichols, who played Uhura in the famous series, to stay on the show. Nichols had considered leaving the series, but after a meeting with King, who expressed the importance of her role as an African-American woman on television, she decided to stay. Renowned actor Mark Wahlberg, famous for his performances in iconic films such as Ted, ventured into the hip-hop industry during the 1990s. Under the stage name Marky Mark, he released several songs that stood out, including the hit Good Vibrations. From the legendary band the Yardbirds emerged 3 guitarists who would become historic rock icons: Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, and Jeff Beck. Eric Clapton was the first of the three to join the Yardbirds until he left. Jeff Beck replaced Clapton in the Yardbirds and brought with him an innovative and experimental style that fused rock, blues, and jazz until he left to form the Jeff Beck Group. And Jimmy Page, who joined the Yardbirds after Beck, initially played bass before taking on the role of lead guitarist. Freddie Mercury was born on the island of Zanzibar, today known as Tanzania. He was educated at an Indian school before moving to England in his teens. Do you know who Ariana Grande's secret passion is? None other than Jim Carrey. She herself told all about it on the show Live with Kelly and Michael in 2015. He was always her idol and she was attracted to him. Cristiano Ronaldo, the famous Portuguese footballer, decided to express his gratitude towards his manager and lifelong friend, Jorge Mendes, in an extraordinary way, by giving him an island in Greece worth 32 million euros. This luxurious gift was given as a wedding present. Before she rose to fame as a solo artist, Britney Spears was part of a girl band called Innocence. Innocence was created in the mid-90s and was led by Lou Pearlman, who was also responsible for launching the careers of other big names in pop, such as NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. In 2018, Rihanna was honored by becoming an ambassador for her homeland, Barbados, a recognition that connects her even more deeply with her community and roots. In addition to her role as ambassador, Rihanna is also honored in the capital of Barbados, Bridgetown, where a street is named after her, which is located in the same neighborhood where the superstar grew up. Will Smith is quite the expert on the Rubik's Cube. He has been seen solving the Rubik's Cube on numerous occasions, from interviews to on the set of his films. Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez used to make YouTube videos together where they shared intimate and fun moments through videos that captured their youthful energy and unbreakable friendship. However, they are no longer friends today. Actress Kim Basinger bought an entire town called Brazelton in the state of Georgia in the United States for a sum of $20 million. She planned to transform the town into a thriving tourist destination, but it did not turn out as she expected, so she sold shares. During the filming of the film Winter's Bone, the talented American actress Jennifer Lawrence was faced with a challenging task. She had to perform the skinning of a squirrel as part of her role. This scene, although shocking, was crucial to the authenticity and intensity of the film. What fact surprised you the most? Leave your opinion in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more content.